Ladies and gentlemen and summoners of all ages, welcome back to our 10th episode of League of Legends Coldcast with myself, Mr. Iaqton, and my good buddy from multiplaying.net, Rare. Rare, how about you introduce those blue players to get this exciting match started off?
Alright, on the blue side we have returning players, the Commando Moose Squad, CMS Azaziel, Icenex, Emperor Lin, CMS Godric, and CMS Caden.
And for the purple team, we have returning players yet again, the Sailor Scouts. We have Sailor Moon on Shyvana, Sailor Mercury playing Vladimir, Artemis the Cat on Tristana, Raving Mongoose playing Tarek, and Sailor Neptune on Riven.
Yes, indeed, and we are expecting a monumental game here, two excellent teams, so we're looking for a lot of really high-level play and hopefully some great ganks back and forth in the early game and good team fights in the end.
Both teams averaging around a 1500 ELO for their individual players, with the highest ELO in this game being Sailor Mercury with a high of over 1700 ELO points. This is going to be a very exciting match. I'm so looking forward to it. And we will see jungle invade here from that purple team. Going to get spotted by the clairvoyants though. Going to wait and try and steal that red buff, and they probably will be able to do that unattended.
And here they go right now. They have... Okay, there's that red buff secured by Artemis. And they are pulling out with the blue team in pursuit.
Looks like they will be able to get out of there successfully with no real damage taken. But Neptune
Arrow teleport there.
In time with teleport.
Yes, very close. So, we have our lanes established with Riven, and Cho'Gath up top. We have Galio in mid with Vladimir. And then in bot lane we have CMS Azaziel playing Graves and Soraka against a Tarek and Tristana.
Looks like a good combo here, and just a reminder, we have our Udyr by CMS Caden in the jungle for blue team, and Sailor Moon playing Shyvana in the jungle for purple.
Yes, indeed.
Take a quick look at the item breakdown here to begin the game. Both teams very, very even. The only difference between the initial item builds being a Null Magic Mantle for our Galio, which is going to be a very, very strong choice against Vladimir at mid lane to start this game off.
Yep. And we do have Tarek with Ward. He has not placed it down yet. I imagine that'll go down in river shortly, probably in about a minute or so, and they can expect some ganks from Udyr. Lots of back and forth. Not too much health going down right now. Both teams kind of dodging skill shots and whatnot. Able to keep their HP up consistently, and I think we'll see probably some ganks from Sailor Moon maybe top lane in about a minute or so.
Both teams very evenly farmed right now. Good to see players being on the ball, neither support with any farm. Mid lanes performing as expected, as well as the top lanes. Good bit of poke going here back and forth between these players. Shyvana and Udyr, no factor for ganks right now. All of their jungle being cleared. We should see something here in the next 30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah, Artemis the Cat is getting a little low, but he does have Tarek support, so I'd imagine over time he will heal up. But he has been taking a lot of those Graves.
We will see Artemis pop that red soda there to get some health back.
Yep. Meanwhile, at top lane, just continuous back and forth between Cho'Gath and Riven, but neither player consistently getting really low on health. There's Udyr. As I kind of predicted, he came down lane to try and get something on Tristana, but they are aware of this, obviously, with good map sense, so they're falling back to the turret. So Udyr is effectively unable to gank.
Shyvana also fell back there, did not opt for a gank, but instead chose to fall back, get her boots, which should give her an edge over Udyr, since he does not have the movement speed that she does right now. We should see Shyvana loop around here on Galio. He is the lowest target right now on the field. And it would be wise for her to get in there and try and pull off a gank while she's at full health.
Yep, Galio actually choosing to go back to base. Mercury equally low on HP, but obviously being Vladimir, he can effectively regenerate that HP pretty easily.
Galio falling back to base with a... did have almost 500 gold, fell back, grabbed his boots, a couple more sodas, and a sight ward to keep an eye out for that Shyvana. Shyvana looking maybe to go here for an invade or possibly scoop up top for a gank on Godric. Riven just flipping around as she darn well pleases.
Yep.
We'll see a gank come in here on CMS Godric.
He does have both buffs, Sailor Moon, so here we go. Cho'Gath is at full HP, so I imagine we'll see a lot of summoners get blown here shortly.
Tons of damage going in there on Godric.
Yep. Oh, here comes Udyr.
Counter gank.
Riven will actually get away.
We'll pick up the first blood there.
Yeah.
Could not decide which champion to go for there, Udyr. You could have at least picked up Neptune and maybe picked up the kill before the first blood.
Yeah, he's kind of indecisive there. I think he probably would have been able to kill Riven had he gone for her, but given her mobility...
If he goes for her now and Sailor Moon comes in, that could be
Yeah.
deadly for Caden also.
Both the junglers have lost their... Actually, no, I'm sorry. Sailor Moon has his red buff still, so that would be a big factor if Udyr decided to go into that Riven, but he will choose to fall back instead. Solid gank by purple team here. That was a 5-minute in gank, so...
We're also seeing heavy pushing there for bottom lane with Azazel on Graves and Synex on Soraka. Knocking a little bit off that tower and also doing a pretty good job making sure that Tristana loses some of her creep on the tower there. Azazel up right now, 15 creep over Tristana, doing an excellent job with that.
Yeah, he's been able to effectively kind of zone her out of the lane with his skill shots, which do a lot of damage to Tristana. Obviously, she has Taric support, but at the same time, versus Soraka support, it's just far easier for Graves to get in there and poke and get out without sustaining too much damage. And we might likely see Sailor Moon buckle down bot lane later, but right now it's just kind of back and forth.
And we'll probably see Graves. Be wise of him to go and pick up 2 Doran's Blades on his next trip back, because that makes him so beefy and also gives him a good bit of damage, allowing him to last hit much more effectively than he is right now with only boots. Gonna roam around a little bit right now. No ward coverage, letting them know if anything's coming from that river. Take a quick ward check here. Not many wards up right now. We do have a purple ward in the bush at bottom lane. And for the blue team, we have one in river.
Oh, junglers have met at the blue team's wolves. Udyr is choosing to pull away from Sailor Moon there.
Sailor Moon already up on 1 kill. With the bonus farm and the boots, that was a wise decision by Udyr to not engage there, even though he did have full pots.
Yep.
Shyvana just reminding him.
Yeah, I think Shyvana might try and go for a gank here at mid. Is Galio's ult?
Galio does have a ward right there, though. He did see Shyvana loop around, so
yes,
very intelligent of him to back off there, even just for that little bit. Wasting some of that time for the jungler.
We see Graves taking a little bit of poke here from Tristana and Taric, but nothing really all that, damaging, especially with Soraka support. They just really can't bring him down anytime soon.
Soraka's heals, if I can call them that, are the hardest hitting ones for any healer, really. She's the most dedicated, straight up healer in the game right now.
Yep, that is indeed her role. Continuous back and forth between top bot and middle lane. When it comes to creep score, we do see Vladimir has edged out ahead of Galio with 56 in comparison to 34. Galio has chosen to pick up his Mercury Treads, which that additional magic resist actually will work for him with his passive. But yeah.
It's very difficult for Galio to farm until he starts building up magic resist or ability power. Sailor Neptune gonna take a look here for blue. Gonna see that it is gone, know that Udyr has already retrieved it, and gonna ward it too. So smart play by Neptune there. Awareness of the map is crucial in these high elo games.
Yeah, especially being able to steal blue buff for the purple team. Not only does that render Udyr far less useful, it would greatly buff someone like Shyvana or Riven at this point in the game. So stealing blue would be very opportune for them.
Back to taking a look real quick at the creep score here. Graves is doing a very good job zoning that Tristana. He's ahead by 27 creep score right now. And that's reflected in the gold difference, almost 500 gold more than our Tristana has right now.
We could see a gank on Vladimir here at mid by Udyr.
Vladimir does not have it midded,
Yep.
or warded, I'm sorry.
That's
Udyr
okay.
is going to reveal himself here, going to pull out. Good choice there by Vladimir to just hang back. No real need to push since he is out farming Galio right now. 68 to 44, that's still a good margin.
Yeah, he's doing
Gank gonna come in here, slow going down.
Oh, nice pull. He dodges that bear punch, but there's the Galio ult. Oh, here comes
Shyvana got a
Shyvana.
descent over the wall.
Nice exhaust.
Successfully.
That ult from is gonna kill him. Yep, there's that ult from Vladimir. Nice play, purple team.
Emperor Lin there on Galio did not have enough mana left to really be able to help his teammate out there.
It was a good ult by Galio, though. He got him right on the edge.
Yeah, very good timing on that. Almost had Sailor Mercury. It's just Shyvana's timing there and location with those wraiths proved to be too much for the blue team to handle.
Yeah, some great play there. Very nice Dragon's Descent right over that wall. Continuous back and forth between Cho'Gath and Riven, but neither player able to really, zone their opponent or get them to a point where they're forced to back. That's likely just due to the Wriggle's Lantern on Riven and naturally Cho'Gath's ability to regain HP when he attacks.
We should see a real difference start to develop, though, for those players there later in the game. We will see Soraka and Graveslaw back here, knowing that Moon is in that bush. Gonna see him come in, gonna get their way back to that bush. Soraka is gonna silence Shyvana there. Well played.
Nice smoke screen.
Will they
by
be able to
Graves.
down her, though?
Good exhaust too, taking tower damage.
Needs to throw some
Udir's
damage
coming
on.
around. I think Moon will be able to get away before Udyr can actually engage, though, and I think even Artemis will likely be able to get away. He can just rocket jump out, of course. I doubt. I don't know if it's
Gonna
worth
try
going
for the
to
tower dive.
range
This
for
could be a
that.
terrible, terrible idea. Stun going down there.
Now, a little late stun by Raven Mongoose there. If he had it like half a second earlier, you likely would have killed his Azazel just from turret damage alone.
Taric stuns are up every few seconds, so it's no surprise to see him flinging out stuns. He's doing a very, very good job with that.
Yep. Neither team able to secure a kill there. There's some good back and forth. Back at mid lane, we do see Vladimir now 82 to 47 when it comes to creep score. Tristana has now picked up her boyfriend's sword. And yeah, this is really, it's a good game when there's only been 2 kills and we're 11 minutes in. Some really good level play by both teams.
Yeah, excellent play by both teams. Very happy to commentate on such a high elo game. Other than that, we'll take a quick look for an item update. Shyvana picking up 2 null magic mantles, probably trying to hard counter both Galio and Soraka there. All that magic damage for that team, because Soraka's silence, not only does it effectively ruin her ability to bust out abilities, it also does a decent amount of damage.
Yep, and we will see Vladimir has a ward and he still hasn't placed yet. I think that'll likely go in the top section of the river. But we are seeing lots of ward placement at this point by both teams. Blue team has Dragon warded, purple has the lower river warded, and blue has the northern lane warded. It doesn't look like Raven... Oh, it did. Oh, nice. With
Is
a
picking up the
sideboard
more
there.
expensive words.
Yep, and he was able to effectively kill the blue team's Dragon ward there, which is going to be critical later on.
Yeah, anytime that you're able to take out another team's ward if you suspect it with one of those more expensive purple wards, it makes it absolutely worth it.
Yeah, definitely. Especially in somewhere like Dragon like that. If you can steal Dragon without your opponent knowing, that'll be huge later on. We are seeing some minor poking at Graves there, but really not able to do much against that damage. I think they will get out of here without dying, though, just because of the short range from they were standing to their tower.
Shyvana in an interesting place there, looking to invade the jungle of Udyr, but that blue buff is still down, knowing that it's going to come up, though, here very soon. 6-minute timer, and after the initial kill, that blue buff usually is up around the 7-minute mark.
Speaking of Udyr, here we go, jungle fight.
Udyr taking a lot of damage here. Should have turned around.
Burns
Oh, it
flash
does
to
burn the
escape
flash
there.
to get out there.
Yep. We will see Galio come up also with Vladimir. Potential fight could happen here. There's the ward, and Moon will do some prodding, but
That is an impressive amount of burst damage there from Sailor Moon.
with Cho'Gath there as well.
It's the
They'll
other one.
have to fall back, though. Yeah, that's some really good burst damage on Shyvana building magic resist of all things. It does look like blue team's trying to secure this buff, and obviously Sailor
Well
Scouts are
contested
aware
here.
of this. Is that descent? Oh wow, nice ult there by Galio, but he will go down.
We'll pick up the blue buff. Tons of damage coming in here.
Good pearl pool by Mercury there, able to dodge that Cho'Gath. Really great play by the purple team there, effectively able to, while they were all ulted in by Galio, immediately afterwards they were able to use their CCs effectively to dodge any additional damage.
Very well played there. Well coordinated by both teams. Galio with good timing on that ulti of his. Just not quite enough damage, though, between Cho'Gath and Udyr to take out the heavy, heavy burst of Shyvana and Vladimir. And while they're down, they are going to go ahead and pick up this dragon here. It is not covered, but Sin is going to come up
Soraka,
here.
she wards it, and now she's aware that they are going for dragon, but alone there's nothing she can do to stop them. Oh, we do see a teleport coming in here. The Sailor Scouts forced to fall back.
Maybe going to steal this here? We'll see. Goder going to come
He will
in.
reset, so we'll see a fight here. Not sure how this is going to go for either team at this point. Here comes Riven. Nice damage there on that Soraka.
It's a 3v5 right now, though. That was a very, very bad decision. Galio going to arrive just a little bit too late
Will
to be much of a
Soraka
help.
get away? I think, yep, Soraka will go down. Meanwhile, top lane, nice kill by Cho'Gath there. Granted, he will go down, but he was able to at least secure something on that Taric. However, after that engagement, I think we will see the Sailor Scouts take this dragon with little to no pushback by the blue team at this point.
Take a look at our kill count right now. We have 2 for the Commando Moose Squad and 8 for the Sailor Scouts, with Sailor Scouts in the lead right now by 3.9k gold, and that is being reflected in the items. We see Vladimir already with his Will of the Ancients. Our Riven has her Wriggles. We also see Tarek picking up his Heart of Gold for gold per 5, which we will see a Shirelli is made out of later. Tristana, though, not doing too well on the farm. Graves still out farming her by a good amount, and that's reflected in his
and that was
items.
just a matter of zoning. Graves and Sirac were really able to effectively zone her out of the lane between levels about 1 and 4. At this point, obviously, she is far more free to get creep, but that's just mostly due to that early gameplay where she was zoned out of the bottom lane.
We don't really see a level difference. They're both level 9 right now, both about an equal amount through. Graves at about a half, Artemis at 3/4 on Tristana.
Yep. She wasn't zoned out of EXP range so much, it's just last hitting. Due to the
Correct.
creep waves obviously going up towards their tower. Still, purple team obviously has some lead, but it's nothing that the blue team couldn't be, coming back from here in the mid game. It all depends on how these team fights will
still
go.
pretty far behind Vladimir on that farm. We only see him. He does have a gold per 5 item, so that will. I'm sorry, that was Soraka's gold per 5 item
Yeah,
that I
he's
saw
just
there.
got boots at this point, and it looks like he's also going to build a. I'm going to guess Banshee Veil at some point with that catalyst from the Mana Crystal and
We'll
Ruby
lose
Crystal.
the tower there.
Yep, tower will go down. It's not so much that Galio has been unable to CS, just that I think he's kind of been outplayed by Vladimir. Granted, he's a magic resist champion, that's what he does, but Vladimir's just been... It's really easy to get creep as Vladimir. I'll just put it that way.
Indeed, both Sailor Moon and Sailor Neptune up top, looking for Cho'Gath to maybe extend just a little bit too far. Looks like he will here. This could be deadly. Take a look here top. Yoder can venture a little too close to that bush, and the stun and all of the damage coming in. Might be able to escape here. Good silence going off. Gonna bear punch Sailor Moon on the tower. Need a
Yes,
knock up
that's a
from
great
Cho'Gath
punch.
here.
Looks like Cho'Gath will stay out of this. Oh, will he go in to try and eat Moon, but he's going to be zoned by Riven here, who has popped her ult at this point.
We'll get the silence.
Oh, unable to get that Riven kill before she knocks him off. Nice Dragon's Descent by Moon there to get out of Galio's range.
Going to trade, and
One
they
for
do.
one.
Yeah, 1 for 1 there.
That was a good bear punch there by Udyr right when they got to Blue's tower. Good play.
We'll see, that's 2 killing sprees now ended by the Commando Moose Squad for that bonus gold from that Sailor team.
Yes,
Vladimir
indeed.
pushing really heavy on that secondary turret in the mid lane. No one there to really do anything about it right now.
Yeah, because Galio and Udyr were both forced to go up top. It makes perfect sense. Granted, he's not in any way an attack damage champion, but it doesn't really matter. When you have no one against you, just go.
No
for it.
teleports available right now, unfortunately.
Yep.
for
He just
the
popped
blue
that, what is that ability called? Tides of Blood, sorry. At the red buff, I think he was expecting something to be there, but nothing is there right now.
That's usually a gamble, and the cooldown on that isn't too bad for him to... that's only a 4-second cooldown.
Yeah, it's very short.
Very, very short, so... You never know, you might get lucky with an easy gank on a buff. Always scoop around that bush there, and sometimes you get lucky, you're able to steal red buff and kill the person that tanked it for you for all that time, say thank you, maybe offer them some tea and crumpets, and then just turn around and leave.
We are still seeing this continued back and forth between Graves and Tristana, but neither range champion effectively able to kill their opponent's counterpart. We are seeing a bit of prodding from Vladimir here, but even though Shaibana's waiting in that grass, I don't think they want to engage that Galio in a tower for obvious reasons, because his ult is off cooldown.
Sailor Moon gonna burn out there, gonna burst across the middle. Probably gonna go for a gank here on Udyr, but he's gonna bear form and start running away. Riven gonna come down, not gonna be able to react to it in time. We do have all 3 Sailor Scouts in a bush.
There, that blue buff. Look at that timing by the Sailor Scouts. They were able to effectively get Udyr out of the woods right when his blue buff was up.
Essentially at that 19-minute mark. Exhaust going down here on Galio. He will use his flash.
Riven has burned her ult, so she will try to just kind of prod and keep the blue team out. There's that Clairvoy. There's really not a lot they can do with Cho'Gath too far up in the top lane to really stop.
It's only a 60-second cooldown. I don't think Riven's ult was too bad of a thing to blow.
Oh no, not at all. I was just merely mentioning that she had blown it to do some damage. But yeah, definitely not a bad choice. They were able to steal blue buff with no casualties at all. So hey, why not?
Looks like your prediction about Galio picking up that Banshee's Veil will be incorrect. He does have a blasting wand. We'll probably see that go into a Rod of Ages here. Cho'Gath picking up a Frozen Heart. He will be building AP. He's got his Ninja Tabby to hard counter Riven's AD because he's able to dodge tanks it. He needs to build up his consume stacks though. That's critical for him.
You
So he starts to build those up.
That blasting wand with the catalyst for Galio. I mean, you're already 20 minutes in, and that's when, in my opinion at least, that's when you want to have your rod at the very latest? Like, if you're any later than that, I feel like you're kind of pushing with Rod of Ages. What do you think?
The problem being right now, they are on the back foot. They need to react and play defensively right now. They don't want to give up their towers. They don't want to give up too much in the way of kills unless they're exchanging and ending some killing sprees. It would be smarter for him right now to go for that Banshee's Veil, and just in general for them to build a little bit more tankiness. Right now, there's no real debuffs or buffs for the team other than Cho'Gath's Frozen Heart. But we're not looking at an attack speed heavy team.
When you see that Dragon's Descent, he's unable to pick up a kill, and
Going
there's an
to try and bring down
exhaust.
Sailor Moon. Tons of damage going in here. Looks like he will be
So
able
much
to get away with
movement
that
speed by
burnout.
Moon,
They
though.
need to kill Artemis right now. Tristana, since she's so out of position.
Oh,
Gonna
nice rocket jump.
Not gonna be able to get away. No ignite there for Artemis the cat.
And
Zest
you can
is gonna-
you can feel the disappointment on Graves' face right now. Moon and Tristana able to effectively use their abilities and some summoners to instantly get out of that fight after doing a ton of damage. However, they were also unable to pick up a kill there.
We do see Galio go down there to Sailor Neptune. Godric does eat Vladimir.
Yeah,
so
there's
that
those
kills
stacks we were talking
so.
about. He's starting to get him up. You can see Cho'Gath has grown in size a little bit. We do see Graves able to, not Graves, sorry, Graves picking up that tower in bot lane, but we do also have a fight here with Godric between Moon and Neptune.
Kaden's got to be careful here that he doesn't get picked up as that double kill. Cho'Gath, I think, will be able to get out of that okay. Soraka and Graves
Oh,
against...
they're in a bad spot right now.
Very, very
Ruben
bad
gets
place
here,
to be. Graves going to dash through the wall, abandoning Soraka. Soraka in a very bad place herself.
We might see a bear punch from Moody here to try and save Soraka. Oh, nice smoke bomb by Graves.
Well played smoke bomb.
Moon
Needs
will...
the bear punch right on that tower
Oh.
right now. Misses the bear punch from either Neptune's interrupt there with Riven. Not sure what happened there.
Soraka at this point barely survives with about 90 HP at the time. That was some great CC by Graves there with that smoke screen, able to effectively keep Soraka alive, and then a bear punch to keep Moon off of killing her. However, the Sailor Scouts, after having dealt so much damage to the blue team, will pick up this dragon.
It is not warded. This probably will not be contested. Blue team pretty far behind right now on farm. They're down by 6.1 thousand gold.
Yep. They're not.
That's
It's not so much
very
doing a
evident.
bad job with creep score, just that they're getting outplayed when it comes to jungle and buffs and dragon especially.
The initial jungle steal has slowed down Udyr. We see him only at 77 creep score, while Shyvana's outdoing him right now by 28. You might not think that's a lot, but the fact that she has denied him some of the items that he needs so desperately is critical.
Yep. Doing a gold count, we do see Riven sitting on 2,400 gold right now, while Tarek is on 1,900 himself. Vladimir, the only other champion currently to break into that 1,000 mark, so I'm sure we'll see a big item purchase by Riven shortly.
She needs to keep farming. Probably wanted to try and exploit the fact that there's no one really in the lane.
We do see a fight here in the jungle between Vladimir, Udyr, and Galio. He has popped his ult. Galio has not popped his ultimate yet. There you go. We do see Galio pop his ult. And here comes Graves with a great smoke bomb and an ult.
Great timing by Graves there. Needs to catch up. Use that dash.
You see a bear punch from Udyr here to catch Moon. There it is.
Turtle stances.
Oh, he will go down.
Ignite
barely.
damage from Shyvana there. That burn just enough to take down Udyr.
Yeah,
Good engagement there by the blue team.
It's unfortunate that Galio didn't pop Bulwark there on Udyr with that additional shield. He might have been able to survive that game, but I mean, it comes down to such small numbers. It's hard to tell at that during that kind of engagement. Sorry.
Galio teleporting to
good
top
play.
lane meanwhile. Gonna save that tower from going down before it takes too much damage.
Oh no. The creep cannon! Whatever will it do? We do see the mid turret go down to the power of Graves and Soraka, however, so blue team so far is ahead on towers with 2-1 at the moment, but still, they have a pretty big goal deficit at this point.
That being said, the mid tower for them is incredibly weak right now. It's only got 100 health left.
And I would attribute that mostly to Vladimir, of all people. He's been really pushing that mid lane.
Vladimir's been doing a very good job, and he's getting very beefy very fast. He does have his Rabadon's Death Cap as well as Will of the Ancients. That additional ability power scaling into his health, making him very hard to kill, and also making him hit very hard.
We might see a fight on Udyr here.
Again
Blue
with the
buff.
timing, 6 minutes every single time.
They just have that down at this point, and they know Udyr needs that blue buff. So Sailor Scouts are effectively just completely zoning him out of the game, really. Without that blue buff and continuous deaths by Udyr.
They know that timing down pat. Every 6 minutes they need to go and get that blue buff to Vladimir. When they do that, they're denying Udyr his ability to get around really quick and just be a stance dancer. He's not able to shift around all the time when they're denying him like that.
Certainly something to try and get in your play. It's just memorizing timings of different buffs and, yeah, like dragon and the buff and such. Knowing those times can be really critical when it comes to team fights.
Godric, meanwhile, on Cho'Gath, they're up to 6 stacks, giving him a bonus 700 health. So, kudos to him for being very on top with that, with his feast.
Yep, he has grown big, and we did see Riven instantly buy a Bloodthirster. So there's that big purchase I was talking about. She will be doing some sick damage in the later game. I'm actually rather excited to see her appear in a team fight.
Bloodthirster can be one of those items that sneaks up on you too. You're not really noticing it in the lane so much until she starts dealing that damage.
Yep.
As it starts to scale, it's a very, very well-priced item for the amount of damage and just overall what it does.
I'm not sure what Commando Moose Squad is doing in their jungle right now. Maybe they were predicting, I don't know, Moon or someone else was in their woods, but no one was there at the moment, so they will go back to their lane. Meanwhile, we do have Shyvana and Vladimir able to pick off that mid turret, so all that hard work of poking his AP characters finally paid off.
They did. That was just taking out the wounded animal from the herd. There was only 100 health left on that. Could have walked up and poked it and it would have fallen over.
Yep.
So, other than that, we're in a holding pattern right now. Looks like an engagement might go down here in the jungle. They know
a lot of pings coming from the blue team right now, so it looks like they want to group up and try and fight either Vladimir and Moon. Will they go for Cho'Gath? Yeah, I think they're going to go for the tower and
dive
kill
Cho'Gath. Udyr going to come in here. Not going to be so much help from the top. All the damage coming in here. Galio needs to pop his ulti right now.
Look at that Galio ult. Huge. Cho'Gath, you need to get out of there though, pal. Galio just died to save your life. At this point, you don't want to die also, though, so it's all in vain. Meanwhile, Artemis the Cat split pushing. Soraka goes down. There's that ribbon.
Push back. Cho'Gath needs to not lose those stacks. If we get one more stun from Taric in here.
Oh,
he does
nice
stun with the
Taric
flash.
stun.
Aggressive flash there from Taric, securing that kill. Well played Sailor Scouts.
That's
up now.
huge, killing Cho'Gath.
15 kills to 6.
All of his stacks are effectively gone. That's going to really hurt his ability to tank. We did see a good job, especially by Galio, with a great ult and some good knockouts by Cho'Gath. I think their problem was that they kind of like, should we fight or should we not? They didn't really make up their mind, and then they, as a result, were able to get picked off one by one. That was their scout score. Now to beat Baron.
On top of that, their best farm player, Graves, was not present at all for that fight. He could have turned that tide pretty well there.
Yep. Graves does have an infinity edge at this point. It looks like he's also going to be building maybe a Bloodthirster later on. I'm not sure, but at this point, they really need
we'll see a Bloodthirster and a Phantom Dancer from him, but they really need to build defensively right now.
Yeah,
I can understand trying to go all in, but if you look at the items for that other team, almost every single player on the purple team has a defensive item of some sort.
Except for Tristana, which in a sense makes sense because Tristana she's some good mobility and she's obviously a ranged character. But you're right, I mean, every single player on the purple team other than Tristana has at least some form of defensive item, whether it be additional HP.
Lots of damage coming in here on Cho'Gath on top of the tower nonetheless. Looks like we'll go down.
Look at that descent by Moon, good lord! Oh,
Gonna turn and burn here on Kaden. This could be an ace here. Lynn needs to get out.
I think yep, there's that ace. Well played, Sailor Scout. Sorry about that camera fail. For whatever reason, it just jumped up real quick. We will see this inhibitor go down.
Sailor Neptune picking up a triple kill in that fight. They need to just push that tower right now and end it. They do have the creep with them. This will probably be GG here.
Yep, I think with only, about 20 seconds left, I think we will see GG just from the combined attack damage of the Sailor Scouts. This was a good game.
Very, very good to commentate. Very nice to see some high elo players. Everyone calling GG. Well played. Good sportsmanship. Thank you so much to the Commando Moose Squad as well as the Sailor Scouts for being part of our 10th episode. It's a bit of an anniversary for us. We're happy to have you guys. We're looking forward to bringing you more ranked matches in the future.
Yep. We have gotten a couple comments about people who are interested in being in our games, and if you are one of those people, please leave a comment below or contact us in League of Legends. I am Sailor Sun, and my good friend Iaqton is Iaqton.
On a good day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment on the YouTube page below. Subscribe to River Roast channel. it makes him feel good. He always tells me when he gets new subscribers, and I just pat him on the head and say, "Good little YouTube nerd."
Yep, warm fuzzies all around. So, thanks for watching episode 10, and we are really excited to bring you guys hopefully many more 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, and who knows how far this series could go. So, thanks for watching, and we will see you guys
Next time.